what she's doing. My boyfriend thinks that you have to have potatoes and macaroni with every single meal. So what do we give them? We give them potatoes and macaroni. And I'm still kind of learning how to do this without cutting my finger off. So, well, we'll have to pick that up. So yeah, it's a learning experience, but we'll get there. I'm gonna peel these and I'll be back and pick those up that I dropped. Okay, so now we've got some boneless pork ribs. I think that, yeah, boneless pork ribs and bone, which are almost good. And now, since we've peeled these, we're just gonna wash it again and then cook them. Just like that. And once I make sure that I've cut up all my potatoes, I'm gonna take out, you don't have to have half, but I'm gonna take half an onion and I'm gonna peel it and I'm gonna cut it up and I'm gonna add it to the potatoes. And make sure you put the other half back in the fridge so it doesn't go bad. Okay, so once you've got all your onions and all your potatoes cut up, you can use, I guess, any kind of butter, but I used a little bit of that and put it in there, let it melt, and then I'm gonna pour it in there and make sure you get it to where the onion can give it, you know, some flavor, because we don't want it to be plain. My favorite kind of potatoes to make is Cajun, but I messed up the top on this, so if I'm not careful, I'll put a little bit too much. But, well, now it's not wanting to come out. Get you some seasoning up in there. And don't ever forget your salt and your pepper. And then you're just gonna mix it all up again. Make sure it all gets evenly up in there, because we don't want some plain potatoes. And then we don't want some real Cajun-y, you know, potatoes. And then once you do that, you can always add a little bit more butter, like scoop it in the middle and then do it. And then just put a top on it, let it simmer on medium heat. I put it on 5 on medium heat, and just keep a check on it. Make sure they don't burn, and just keep stirring them. Make sure you got the. Now we're gonna check on our meat, and this is what I'm gonna use. It might not seem like a good combo, but it is. You got your, I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah? Okay. You got that, and then just a little bit of this. Not too much, because you don't want to overdo it. And barbecue sauce. I love barbecue on everything. What are you doing? Okay, one thing about this pan, and I wouldn't know it if it wasn't for my mom, I'd be done. But don't let it get wet, especially when you take it out. Do not lay it on anything damp. Don't get it wet. None of that. And I'm not sure how many of these I'll be able to make, because I'm not sure how many will fit. So let me figure that out real quick. They all fit in there pretty nicely. And I just poured, you know, some barbecue sauce across of them. I'm gonna flip them over and like rub them in it too, because I'm worried about that. But now, just get your seasoning. A little bit of this. We can't get it on the ribs. Okay. But now we've got it, you know, all seasoned pretty decently. Now I'm just gonna get a spoon and like rub across it and even it out. I'm gonna preheat the oven, but I'm gonna preheat it to about 400, which each stove is different. It really just depends on how fast it cooks on your stove. But this one, I usually have to put it a little bit higher because if I don't, it's going to take longer to cook. And even then, it takes like 40 minutes to an hour. But they might not look seasoned, but believe me, I learned my mistake. It might not look it, but you're going to take that shit out. And it's going to be spicy as a motherfucker. I'm talking about hot as a motherfucker. You going to eat that? Are you going to eat that tonight? Huh? Does it look good? No? Yeah? What are we looking at? Woo! I'm gonna drop you. Ready? Say hey. You wanna say hey? So our potatoes are cooking really nicely. It smells good, so that's good. Y'all want a story time on that? Like 2 weeks ago, because I don't really cook. Like, I never really cooked until we got on our own and I had to learn how to cook. I mean, I knew how, like, basic shit, but not, like, full course meal. But I made chicken about a week ago. I'm gonna add just a little bit more so y'all aren't dragging me because of it. But about a week or two ago, I made some chicken. And it didn't look like it had enough seasoning on it. So, you know, I was adding more seasoning to the chicken. And I took it out and I fixed me a plate and I bit into it, and that was some of the spiciest shit. I still ate it. Everybody still ate it. It was good, but it would burn your fucking tongue off. So as long as it's got flavor and just not enough flavor, but not too much flavor, we rocking with it. If I'm rocking with it, you should be rocking with it, cause you gotta eat some fucking how, bitch. On to the next thing. We got our handy dandy Kraft mac and cheese. When it comes to this, I really just follow the fucking directions on the box and add pepper and a little salt, because what's a girl supposed to do? It's fucking macaroni. I lost packet. There it is. I got it. But for this shit right here, shut up! Shut the hell up! But for this, you want to open your box? Just put that shit in there. Just put it in there. Just put it in. And really, it's just more... or less the same thing. You just want to... I don't put nothing in it until it's done, and then I mix it up. But you're just going to want to put it on medium-high, and do not let it stick. Do not let it stick. And you got two options. When you think it's done, you could either throw it at the wall and see if it sticks, or you could just mash it with your finger, and if it mashes, voila, it's done. But let's check on these potatoes. This is the point in time where you want to turn it down to about a 3 or a 2. When they start getting that golden look, they still ain't done, but you don't want them to get too done. So we're gonna turn them to about a 3, not 2. We're gonna turn them about a 2. Get away from the oven. Look, come here. It's hot. That's hot. Hot. Tell them it's hot. Can't touch it. It's hot. It's hot. Okay. But now, since the oven is preheated, I'm going to stick these in there. And I'm going to set a timer for about 45 minutes. And if it's not done, then I'll leave it in there longer. But if it is, then I'm going to take it out. I'm not just going to leave it and let it burn. But again, I might. Okay, so now that our macaroni's done, I already put the cheese packet in there. We're just going to mix what we're supposed to be mixing. Put that up in there. Just like that. Then I gotta put this milk back in the fridge. You wanna know the real reason why I hate cooking? Because when I'm hungry, or if I'm cooking, it's, you know, making me think about food. And I like being able to just eat, you know. I don't like having to wait to eat. Like, what's the point? Because when it comes to me, I love food. Food is like one of the best things to me, you know, like it's awesome. Like if you're fucking sad, go get a Happy Meal, you know? And it's like, boom, all your problems are solved. Mix in and mix in and mix in. That's some good macaroni. That's some good macaroni. But we got our potatoes. They look good. Okay. Got our macaroni. Now we're just waiting on our ribs. That shit hot. But I'm about to clean up the mess that I made. And once all of it gets done, I'll insert like a picture or a video of it. And I know I posted 2 videos today, because I know some days I'm not gonna feel like posting, period. So when I have the opportunity to, I'm gonna post, because I'm not some fucking famous person. Just because I don't really do shit don't mean that I have time to do this all the time. Really, I guess I do, but I'm not going to. Because some days I'm not digging in my ass. I was getting my vape. But sometimes I'm a depressed person and I don't want to do shit but sleep or eat. And I think I got poison ivy. I don't know what the fuck this is. But, yeah. So, that's that for the cooking with me. And I don't know when I'll fucking learn and figure out what I'm doing. So, you might get more of these cooking with me and I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. So, you can look forward to that. But, bye!